Welcome back to our Feature of the Week series. This week, I'm excited to introduce some of our newest tiles. These new tools are all about adding depth to your scouting reports, giving you fresh insights, and helping you gain a competitive edge. Whether you're diving into a player's impact or analyzing a player's best shooting area, these tiles are built to elevate your scouting process. Let's take a closer look at how each one can make a difference for your team. The tile we're going to dive into is our on-off stats, which can be found to the left in the tiles panel. The on-off stats are going to show you a player's impact on team performance when they're on the court versus off the court. And you'll notice that each category has a plus or a minus sign, which indicates if a player has a positive or a negative impact on that particular stat. And speaking of stats, you can also decide what stats you want to see here. So if you click these three dots, go to settings. In here, you could deselect or select any stats that you want to see that player's impact on. So if we want to take off 3-point rate, put the percentage. We want to see points, take off D boards. And when I scroll down, we can decide on the order here by easily dragging and dropping them in that order. Once I hit save tile, you're able to see, again, your player's impacts. This helps you in critical moments. If you need a defensive stop, you can see quickly who is going to get you that defensive stop. If you need some offensive production, you can quickly see who can get you that bucket pretty quickly. The next tile I'll show you is our shooting splits, which can be found under team stats at the very bottom. This tile allows you to see where your opponent is getting their best and their worst shots. So from a scouting standpoint, where to take those shots away from and where to force those shots. On the flip side, if you're looking at your own team, you can see and put together plays and run plays for certain people where they're getting their best shots. And from a player development side, shots in the red, putting a plan together for them so they can get more efficient in those certain areas. The next tile I'll show you is our multi-team split, which could be found under team stats right here. The multi-team split allows you to see yourself versus your opponent side by side, offensively and even defensively. Unlike a traditional team stat comparison where you're looking at yourself versus all of your opponents. You have a lot of options when it comes to splits. You can look at yourself versus your opponent in transition, half court, home, away. You can even look at some defensive options as well. But again, once you have this tile in place, it allows you to scout in a more efficient way against the opponent that you are playing. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Feature of the Week. I hope these new tiles help you gain insights and make informed decisions for your team. Be sure to check back next week as we dive into more exciting features.